Hey folks, Carl with the Barley Hopper here, and today we're talking about cooking with beer and cooking with wine. Today I'm not cooking with beer, I'm just cooking with wine, but you'll get the point here in a minute. And today what I'm doing, this is a holiday edition for Thanksgiving. I'm making cranberry sauce. And if you like that cranberry sauce, it comes in a can, has origins like dog food. God bless you for it. Keep enjoying it. But someday, give homemade cranberry sauce a try. It's so much better. You can control the flavors a lot better, obviously, if you make it yourself. And it really doesn't take much effort to do. You can do it on the stovetop. That's what I usually do, but my sweetheart gave me an Instant Pot a couple years ago. So I'm going to use the Instant Pot today, which I've not done with this recipe before, but it's going to work out just fine. So what again, start off with two 12-ounce bags of cranberries, and to that I'm going to add, so the cranberries, I'm sure you've had them, very tart. You want to sort of cut that with sugar, and you can either add sugar or do what I do and add orange juice. So for each bag of cranberries, you want to have one cup of liquid. So instead of water and sugar, I'm going to just put in the orange juice. And this is, you can get whatever type of orange juice you like. This is the cheap stuff. You know what, the store brand is just as good as the name brand. And this has pulp in it, which I love. So I'm going to put that in. So again, I've got 2 bags of cranberries. I'm going to put in a total of 2 cups of liquid. And it's going to be about 1.5 cups of orange juice and half a cup of this dark red wine. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve 2020 David Akiyoshi brand. If you don't know David Akiyoshi, you're missing out on some really fantastic wines. And this is what you might call the good stuff. So it's not like a $70 bottle, but I got it at a discount, so I don't mind using it. Here's the thing about cooking with wine or beer, orange juice, or whatever. Get the good stuff. If you cook with the bad stuff, you know the old thing you say, garbage in, garbage out with computers and data? Very same thing with food. If you don't use good ingredients, you're not going to get a good end product. So again, 1.5 cups of orange juice will give that sweetness, and the acidity from the oranges will cut the flavor of the cranberries a little bit and add to it. And the wine's just going to give it a little more depth. And it's a little, some of the tannins and stuff like that really add a depth to the palate. Other stuff I'm going to add, about maybe a teaspoon each or a little more of lemon peel and orange peel. If you have fresh citrus fruits, use those. Peel those, or not peel them, but grate the peel. But I don't have any, so I'm just using the store-bought stuff. Perfectly fine. It gives a little extra texture, a little extra citrus flavor in there. And that's really all you need. And what you do is you add it to your pot, put it on the stove, or I'm going to put it in the Instant Pot, and I'll cook it for about 15 minutes, and then do a quick release on the steam. If you're doing it on the table or on the stovetop, just put on the stovetop, and you can cook it. It takes about half an hour, maybe as much as an hour. Cook it down to the texture that you like. And you'll hear one of the fun parts for me about doing it on the stovetop is watching and hearing the berries pop. It's sort of a cool sound. But really, that's all you need. So let's go do this, and then we're going to take a look at the consistency and what it looks like afterwards. Hey folks, we're back. The cranberry sauce is done, and I'm going to try to give you a sense. It's still very hot. It's still, this is stuff, it's like grits. If you ever cook grits and you got burned with it, this is the same consistency. It's thick and hot. You really want to have it cool down before you do much with it, but I wanted to show you the consistency. It's very thick. You can see the whole berries in there. I'm sure you can see that. And it's already delicious. Something I did, though, is after I pulled it out, I tasted it, and it was still a little too tart for me. So I put in some sweetener, and right now it's just perfect. I might get Linda's approval later, but I think it's perfect as it is. and it's going to be a great accompaniment to the dinner tomorrow. Also, you see how thin it is. You know, I just said it's thick. It is thick compared to water, compared to the liquid that I put in it, but it's pretty thin. And because cranberries have a natural pectin, as it refrigerates, as it cools down and gets cold, it will gel a little bit. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not going to have those nasty dog food ridges on the side. So anyway, hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you next time. Cheers.